Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And I know if y'all saw Mark's video, that's all Mark do is talk shit. We go back and forth, we banter. This is the things that we do. He was playing me about my love sack, but if you sit in this thing, it's awesome. If you guys don't know what love sack is, go on lovesack.com. These things are wonderful. And as you can see, I got my dog sitting in my lap right now. And this 93-pounder sitting on my lap. And she's asleep. And she's snoring. So
and farting.
And farting.
Nasty dog.
So, I just wanted to catch you guys up. I know you guys already heard about the Orlando Scandrick getting cut. I heard about it, I just laughed. Because I was like, he didn't even get to even take a coffee break with the Redskins before he got cut. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, look, you know, we say Orlando Scandrick, this and that, Mr. Grouchy, Oscar the Grouch, he was what he was. But, I mean, he did make plays. He wasn't a terrible guy. But, I mean, he talked crap about the Dallas Cowboys. He didn't want to be in Dallas anymore.
Here's what I heard about it, though. That part of the reason why they let him go, too, is because he ran his mouth a lot and would critique everything they would do. Coaches are like, nah, we don't
believe that. I believe that. I believe that.
Like, we don't need that.
If you watch All or Nothing, there's parts in there where they caught him on camera saying stuff like, "Oh, so we're just gonna sit here and just allow the offense from the team. We're not gonna change no plays up. We're just gonna do this." He did this, and the coaching staff don't like when they do that.
Yeah,
that's why Dez is not here no more, and it is what it is. So you know, you do this and you're gone. All three of them, him, Bryce Butler, and Dez. You talk, you're not playing. They want people that's going to be down for the philosophy of the team and what everybody's doing, and it is what it is. But, you know, I'm not going to say any ill will on Orlando Scandrick because I'm not the type of guy. It is what it is. I hope he finds another team. If not, just retire, dude. You've done everything that you could do at this point. You made your money. And, hey, you're going away from the Redskins with $1 million because that's your guaranteed money.
There you go.
It's Cowboys off day, so it's not really much going on. But I did want to get into Kellen Moore right quick. So I just want to get your guys' opinions on what you think about Kellen Moore. I think that what he's doing right now is good for these quarterbacks because of the simple fact that he's only a year removed from playing himself. So in a lot of ways, he is that guy that's the voice of the quarterbacks. He can get to the rest of the coaching staff and basically let them know, hey, this is what the quarterbacks are feeling. This is what I see. Let's implement this. Let's try to put this little wrinkle in there just to try to make things different. What you think, Mark?
I will reserve judgment and see how we do during the season. We'll see how that goes. I still think lack of experience may be an issue, but I could be wrong. So we'll see how Dak develops and so on. Because the thing that I always look at with the Cowboys is, in the Jason Garrett era, they've never developed a quarterback. Tony Romo was already playing when Jason Garrett got there.
Yeah,
you look at all, from Sean Payton, and you look at all the guys we've had in there from guys we've drafted, and I know we haven't had like high round draft pick quarterbacks and stuff, but the fact that you had a Brandon Wheaton in your system for a year and a half, and you couldn't coach him up to win a game. You bring in a Matt Castle, and it just has not been the development. So we'll see how that goes from last year without Tony Romo whispering in his ear to this year. We'll see if the progression's there. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go.
Now, I think because of the old quarterbacks coach that we had and with Wade Wilson and Scott Linehan, I think that them two together, they just didn't, I don't know what it is. I don't know if Garrett is like, this is what I want to implement. This is the game plan, and we're not going to switch up from this. But you can't have that mentality. You got to do in-game adjustments. And if the Cowboys are going to succeed, they're going to have to do this. I don't care what assistant coaches you have in here. I don't know who's there. It is what it is. But Mark's right on that note. I do agree that, you know, reserve, you know, judgment when the season starts. But I'm just saying right now, I'm just what I'm observing from what he's doing now and taking over the position. I don't see it being a super negative, but we'll see. We will see. We'll see what the offensive line coach is doing because, and most importantly, Nussmeier, the tight ends coach. That is really important because Jason Witten is not here no more. So these tight end coaches actually have to do their job. And they have to get these young guys up because the conversation we had about what tight ends are we going to keep on this team? Because there's 4 of them, y'all. And I don't see us keeping more than 3. But, you know, Rico Gathers might be the odd man out, but I do want to see him make this. I want to see him make this team.
He moved up the 3rd string.
He did, but I want to see him make this team. But if it's going to be him or Schultz, they're going to pick Schultz because of the draft pick. You know how Cowboys are with the draft pick. They don't like cutting their draft picks unless they just bomb.
Or you might see one of them on the practice squad.
I think Covington's going on the practice squad because he hasn't really.
We'll see.
Doing much.
Yeah, that's what
unfortunately, you've got a lot of guys that you're going to look at back and say, "Damn, we wish we could have kept that guy," but you can't keep everybody. And I think we've got more talent in this team right now than we did say last year. You know, depth-wise, between the offensive line, between wide receivers, there's going to be some guys who look back and say, "Damn, is that a Denny and a Dola that we just cut?"
Yeah.
You know, because people don't realize he was here in Dallas, but you know, it's kind of like it's a numbers game.
Well, the thing about it is, if you try to put Blake Jarwin back on the practice squad, somebody's going to pick him up because the Eagles tried to poach him last year, and the Cowboys like, no, you don't, and they signed him to the 53-man roster. So we'll see what happens, but if we'll see what's Coco's okay. Relax.
That guard dog.
Guard dog.
And with that being said,
I'm
going to get my behind back home, and hopefully it won't take 2 hours to get there like it did to get here.
Well, that's Mark Holmes. That's
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And it's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.